What's up, my producer friends? Another monster here, anothermonsterproductions.com. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you how to record both audio and MIDI in FL Studio. I'm using FL Studio 20. So the first thing I want to go over real quick is when you click the record button, you'll notice we have some various options here. And what we're going to go over in this video is how to record audio into Edison, how to record audio into the playlist, and how to record notes and automation with a MIDI controller. All right, so what we're going to need in order to get started recording some audio in FL Studio is we're going to need either a microphone or an instrument of some sort, and then we're going to need an audio interface to hook it up to our software. So if we're using a condenser mic, which is generally what you're going to use to record vocals, you're going to need some sort of audio interface that has phantom power. I don't want to get too deep into audio interfaces in this video, but let's assume that you have your microphone or your instrument, your audio interface, and you have it all hooked up to FL Studio and you're ready to record. So when we hit this record button, the first option that we see is recording it into Edison. And so I'm going to show you how to do that. First of all, never record into the master channel. Always choose one of these inserts here. So obviously we don't have anything going on yet, so we're going to do insert 1. We're going to go ahead and load up Edison in our channel thing here. And now we have Edison loaded up, and now we're ready to go ahead and record within Edison. So what we're going to do is we're going to click here where it says none. And I'm going to go ahead and warn you, my voice is about to get doubled over because I'm recording using OBS as well as about to be recording in FL Studio. So it might be a little weird. Hopefully it's not too problematic. If we want to record in stereo, we can click this option here. I always record in mono, so I'm going to click here. And now that it's clicked, we are ready to go ahead and, oh man, stop. All right, so now we have our Edison open and we're ready to go ahead and start recording. So I just clicked record and it immediately starts recording my vocals. I can go ahead and hit stop. I can go ahead and take this off so that you don't have to hear that. So now back in Edison, we have our sample ready to go ahead and start recording. And then we can go ahead and save it or drag it out into our playlist, however we want to do it. So the next thing that I want to show you is how to actually record directly into the playlist, which is my preferred way of recording stuff. It's just, I don't use Edison as much as I probably should. It's a great tool, but I tend, especially when recording, I think it just kind of saves a step to record it directly into your playlist. So how we do that is very similar to how we did it with Edison, except we no longer need Edison. So I'll just go ahead and go to insert 2. So we're going to do the same thing where we click this. And then once it's ready, we just click this record button here, audio into the clip. It's going to do a countdown, a little click in, and then if you need to have a metronome while you're recording, of course you can click that, and now it's recording my voice. Let's go ahead and stop that and get this off. All right, so that's how we record stuff directly into the playlist like that. Then of course we can take that off. So the next thing we're going to do is hook up my MIDI keyboard, and then I'm going to show you how to record MIDI. Okay, so in order to get started recording MIDI, we're going to need some sort of MIDI controller, whether it be a piano or an MPC pad, something like that. Once we have our MIDI controller hooked up, in this case we're using a keyboard, and you should see within your MIDI settings that it's actually plugged in. It should show up down here, and it should be enabled. You can configure these settings if it's like the first time you're doing it. Make sure you click enable, and now we're ready to actually record some MIDI. So we're going to want to do this in our piano roll. We don't necessarily have to be viewing the piano roll as we record, but that's where it's going to dump all of our MIDI information. So let's just go ahead and go to FL Keys, and we'll kind of wait for this to load up, and then we'll try and record some MIDI in here. So let me just turn this down just a little bit. All right, cool. So we got our keys. Let's go into our piano roll, and let's go ahead and click record, and then we'll record notes and automation. So now we're going to need to hit play. It's probably a good idea to go ahead and click the metronome just so you can kind of play along to that. All right, so now we have our MIDI information written out, dumped to our piano roll, and we can kind of listen back. And obviously that sucked, but that's okay. If we wanted to quick quantize this, we can just go into our tools here and just click quick quantize. That should generally, if you're pretty close to where you wanted to play it, it should snap it where it needs to go. And if not, you can just kind of go in there and fix it. Obviously, if you're not going for a quantized sound, then you probably don't want to do that, but it's kind of your preference. Thanks so much for watching the video, guys. If you liked it, please go ahead, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Don't forget to hit that bell notification. And always remember, your favorite producer was once exactly where you are. Peace!